Welcome back. We're continuing on with the SOE Epic Arc today. First mission, an eye on everything. The missing capsuleer you're looking for has been quite busy recently, as I'm sure you'll be interested to hear. The Crucial tribe became aware of his actions just a couple of days ago, when he was caught smuggling something out of Minmatar space. We've seen a few of his accomplices since then, shifting back and forth between Minmatar and Amar borders. You want information? We want information. Help us track down his friends, and we'll help you any way we can when you find your capsuleer. Your first step will be to scout one of their major smuggling hubs, and report back what information you can about the strength of security forces there. So let's accept this, and check and close. And they should just be in system, I believe. Once I have the information you need, looks like they're still getting reinforcements. They even have a stolen Nidhalgar, which is a carrier, I believe. Alright, I have all the information I need. Good work. Get back to me before they realize you're there, and we can discuss what comes next. Which is the Nidhalgar. A battleship? I'm not sure. I can check, though. That is a Minmatar ship, I believe. Ah, yeah, it is a carrier. It is this very flat-looking one. I actually quite like the look of the Minmatar ships. The more I look at them, we can start conversation. Complete. Good work on the recon there. When you're ready to go and do something about those smugglers, you let me know. Next mission, the uses of force. Alright, you'll need to take these surveillance captures over to a friend of mine. He'll want to see them before he commits his own forces to the fight. I'd have sent them over the network, but I'm afraid this mission is completely unauthorized. All the evidence I've gathered so far has been through methods the Republic fleet wouldn't turn a blind eye to. So we're reliant on the help. Once he has the information he needs, he'll probably want to send you in first to take out the heaviest security. Then his people will follow in to clean up. Are you ready to commit yourself to this task, Sovereign Nadir? Yes, I am. Let us accept, close, and it looks like we have to head here, which is only 2 jumps. I will see you when we get there. And start conversation, and that is that mission complete. So, next mission, Goading the leader. Straight to business then, eh? Here's the plan. My men are currently standing by, ready to launch an assault on a poorly defended base nearby. This should draw a good portion of the security forces off the base we're truly aiming for. That's when you sweep in. Kill everything that moves, Sovereign Nadir. If you can take out their reinforcements and logistics, then we'll be able to clean up what's left. I'm thinking that all this commotion should draw their leader out, or at least get his attention. We can see how it plays out once the bullets start flying. You'll receive updates on the field once we launch the assault. Ready to roll? Sure. Let's accept and close. And head to this mission location and try not to die. Okay, and we need to destroy the power array. You can just click on this. Oh, it looks like a bunch of them are leaving. Yeah, if you click and you click look at, it'll make it easier for you to find it. So now we can approach, right click and look at my ship. Alright, so all the big ships warped off, so we just have a few very small ships to deal with. Micro warp. I'm actually going to hit orbit on this. Now I can start locking onto things. Do the frigates first. Assuming they actually attack. Yep, there we go. Okay, and range is 5,000, which isn't much, but they're getting close enough by themselves. I'm just gonna take care of these guys one at a time. Actually, because I'm doing that, I can just group all of my weapons with this little button here. And take these out. Oh, they send in more, that's fine. Shield warning, but that's fine. We are armor tanked. Oh, this one's taking a little while. There we go. Now these ones, we can just basically delete them. Alright, and I'm going to switch to antimatter for taking out the structure. We can stop orbiting now that there are no enemies. And now we can fire on this. Cool. I'm going to grab all of this. Do micro warp to make this going around a little faster. Watch the pretty explosion. That looks really good with the Minmatar red in the background. Grab all the stuff. We can turn the micro warp drive off now since we'll be docking after this. Grab and dock. And that's that one. Pretty straightforward. Let's switch these back to iron charges. And we're down to 75 iron charges. And we're almost at the end of the epic arc. So we might be able to be fine with just using the antimatter charges for the last bit, but we'll see. Can always buy more around here if I need to. And start conversation. And complete. My men finished cleaning up the remaining hostiles just a few moments ago. You'll be pleased to hear this though, Sovereign Adir. I forgot to read this little extra bit. Smuggling. Smuggling is one of the larger illegal industries in New Eden. Each nation in the cluster has numerous underground distribution cartels, sourcing all sorts of illicit goods. Tracking the movement of ships and their cargo across borders is a monumental task that often spreads custom agents thin. For this reason, it isn't hard for a determined smuggler to find loopholes that they can exploit in the busy shipping schedules. Cool. And then we'll go on to the next mission. Alright, next one, hunting the lieutenants. That didn't take long. You can't get good mercenaries anymore. They crack before you even get to the fun stuff. He gave us the names of 3 lieutenants, supposedly the underlings for the man running this whole operation. If we can capture one of them, then maybe they'll know something about this missing capsuleer of yours. If they don't, then they should at least know where we can find their boss. The lieutenants are supposed to be meeting at a nearby dead space facility, arranging some kind of big deal. We have no idea what this could involve. Drugs, money, people. It might be anything, but it definitely means some more hired security to deal with. Once you clear the area, we should be able to scan the structures and locate the lieutenants, assuming they're still hanging around. Fly by and pick them up. If they refuse to board, pop a few shots off into the facility shields. That usually convinces people you mean business. So, feel like crashing the party, Sovereign Adir? Absolutely. Let us go cause some trouble. Okay, we just got some rookies. Let's go orbit this control tower. Turn on the micro warp drive so this doesn't take forever. Start locking onto things, and we can just delete by doing 1 or 2 rounds. Let us fire at this, I think. Or was it the habitation module? Hold on, let's go into all. Oh, whoops, I am shooting at the wrong thing. Also, let's switch to antimatter for now. And approach this. So you do not want to shoot at the tower? Alright, stop shooting, I'll come with you. Almost completely destroyed that. Alright, I'm going to go pick up the loot, and then we will head out. Unlock these. Oh, we actually got some extra. Oh no, we didn't get extra. Never mind. I just have to reload. I thought we had gotten extra iron charges from the loot. But alas, I was incorrect. Start conversation, and complete. Good work, Sovereign Adir. I had a feeling we'd find at least one of them there. We'll take him out back and encourage him to talk. And now we'll go on to the next mission. Request. Valuable cargo. Keita says she found something in the evidence you brought over from your tours around State and Federation space. She thinks it might help her people direct the interrogation of Curious, so we need you to take him back to her. We have a strong overlap of aims here, Sovereign Adir. You want to find this capsuleer, and we want to hamper smuggling operations in our space, so as long as your work takes you down this path, we will be happy to offer our assistance. We will speak again perhaps, once Keita has gleaned some information from Curious. If we don't, then let me say that it's been a pleasure having you as a friend and ally of the Minmatar people. I hope the good work doesn't stop with the end of your investigation. Good work and good luck. I hope you find the answers you seek. I'm sure Keita will help you. Now we're going back to the tribe, and let's make sure that we didn't have to put anything to our cargo. We did not. We can right-click, set destination, and head back. And I will see you when we get back there. Start conversation. Marked for death. We've been working tirelessly over all the intelligence you delivered to me. A lot of it we already knew, but after some cross-analysis, we discovered that there was a particular location that only Lieutenant Kiris and a few others had access to. Kiris caved when he saw that we knew the coordinates to his employer's hideout. This guy's alias is Izia Tabar. He's a battle-hardened smuggler baron. Concord's wanted him for a long time now. We have his location, Sovereign Adir. Can we rely on you to end this? I'd expect his place to be well defended, but if we lose him now it all counts for nothing. So, let us go and accept this mission. It looks like this is going to be in dead space. Okay, and it looks like it wants us to attack this outpost. We're going to orbit that. Target all these mercenaries, for as many as we're able to. And we will fire as soon as we get close enough. I'm not going to bother with the micro warp drive since we're relatively close to where we need to be anyway. Let's take out these mercenaries. They're all going to be like one-hit kills. It's nice. Lock onto this last one. Now we have more. That's fine. Let's lock on and shoot down. Nope, Izia has a lot more health than other things. Let's go orbit directly. Switch to the antimatter charges. Use a pulse of the micro warp drive to get in range. Completely ignore the shield warning. Now we're in range, we can start using the antimatter charges and take them out quickly. We were supposed to have to destroy this, I believe, but it's not giving me that hint, so let me see. I'm just gonna go and do it. That was our initial objective. So, let's fire at this thing. Oh, we're not even remotely close enough. Pulse the micro warp drive by turning it on and back off, and get closer. And now we should be able to do damage. Oh no, we can't even damage it. Need the 0 damage. So that is just a waste of ammunition. Oops, messed up there. Right, I'm gonna loot everything. And you really don't have to loot all this stuff. It is just nice, easy, like ISK when you get back to wherever your trading hub is. So I find it worth it when you have a new character, just to get that little bit extra starter capital going. We can start conversation and complete mission. You have done exceptionally well, Savernadir. Our teams will head over to Tabar's compound now and comb the area for further evidence. Get back to me when you are ready for one last assignment. It's about time the Minmatar repaid you for all you've done, and I have some information about how we can make that happen. Sounds wonderful. And request? Thwarting the succession. Before you arrived, we managed to get one of our people inside Tabar's recruitment and training facility. Informed us that the missing capsulator you seek passed through this place briefly. Moments ago, we received word that our man is now trapped there. We had hoped that Tabar's assassination would scatter the remnants of his forces and provide an easy escape, but we had no such luck. One of Tabar's remaining lieutenants, an Amator by the name of Mizara Nefra, has returned to the facility and taken over. Not only is our spy and your only lead caught in the spider's web, but this smuggling crew may operate again someday unless we put a stop to this. You must run interference for us. Kill Mizara and his followers, so our agent has a chance of escaping undetected. Sounds perfect. Highlighting this, and accept. And this is going to be in dead space in this system. And the reason I highlight, if you're like wondering why I'm doing that, that's just for copying for the video. That way I don't have to go back and find the information later. Interesting. This is a whole training facility they've got going on here. Let's micro up closer. And now I can start locking on. Okay, wait for them to be in range. And then do some shooting. It is very satisfying to just delete stuff in a single volley. And now we've got 3 more. And then our main person that we have to kill. Oh, they're actually a little outside of my range. So let me go directly towards them instead. Yes, it is fine. Do not worry. Micro warp drive pulse to get closer. Oh, and we're getting stuck on the structure. Turn on our repairer. Now we're getting close enough to actually do damage again. Actually going to switch to antimatter charges. And turn on the micro warp drive again, because we're taking a lot of damage. And I want to get rid of these very quickly. Excuse me. Oh, having cap issues. It's fine, we should be getting close enough to shoot now. Almost. These ones are particularly annoying because they're trying to keep us at range. And the last one, Mizara, and capacitor is empty, so we can use our cap booster. Get that back up so we can get close to Mizara, and that can reload. And antimatter charger down. Okay, I'm gonna do my usual looting, and then I will meet you back there. And we can complete mission. Destroyed a pirate ring that would have taken us months to work through. Eye marks all around. Request mission, certificate of death. You've done good work for me, and I have one last request. Go and tell Mizara's Amar Masters that she'll work for them no more. Alrighty, we can go do that. Going to Tano, and to a new agent. So let's set destination. That is 10 jumps. I believe that starts the next epic arc chapter. Yep. So then we go back, and we do some stuff for them, and then I believe we go back to the Sisters of Ibira. So I'm going to be a little bit lazy and autopilot over to this next destination, and I will see you when we get back there to close out. Alright, and we can start this, and this will begin the next section. We have 2 sections left. That was the completion of chapter 5. Now we have chapter 6, and then chapter 7. And I apologize that videos have been taking so long to get out. Spring has been really kicking my butt between my normal health stuff and then spring allergies on top of it. I hope you're doing well. I will see you hopefully soon, and stay radiant.